On Monday, I showed you a sneak peek of a new documentary called Bravery Betrayal, which is giving SAS veterans a chance to share their story following the negative fallout from the Brereton Report. The film showcases the bravery of the SAS, particularly during the major 2010 Battle of Tizak. During the battle, an Australian Special Operations Task Group, along with US air support and Afghan allies, successfully cleared the village of Tizak of Taliban insurgents without losing any personnel. Here is a clip from the film.
But the guys were taking such intense fire because they'd landed down in the valley. The helicopters were coming in with the operators hanging out the side of the aircraft, sliding in on gun positions, trying to suppress them, and then flipping around when they ran out of ammunition and then sliding back in to suppress them. We had Apache aircraft lined up coming in.
Everybody got out of there alive. That's pretty amazing for a fight like that. You can't do that without being good at what you do.
I'm pleased to say one of the men there in the film, former SAS commander Colonel Paul Burns, joins me now. Paul, I have to say, you know, honour of my life serving for a PM when you were all in Afghanistan and reading of the heroics and being just so proud of our Australian military. And it just makes me feel that it's about time the rest of the country got to hear some of these stories. How important is it for you and your former comrades to have this out in the public domain now?
Well, I actually think it goes beyond that. It's important that our nation feels proud of what we did over in Afghanistan. It's a continuation of the Anzac story in my mind, what our ADF did, what our wonderful army did, and then what the Special Operations Task Force did, the Special Air Service Regiment members, the 2 Commando Regiment members and our Special Operations engineers, plus all the supporting staff that we had. It's a continuation of the Anzac story, something to be really proud of. And this documentary talks about what it's really like. There's no narrative from somebody else telling the story. These soldiers are telling the Australian public what it was like, what they did, what they were feeling. The documentary goes on to talk about the impacts on families, on the kids, on what it's like to choose a life of service and sacrifice.
How has the fallout from Brereton impacted veterans and families? Is this part, or is this a critical part of the reset?
It is absolutely critical. The IGADF has really put a dark cloud over the soldiers involved. In actual fact, further than that, only about 400 odd guys were interviewed by the IGADF, but the impact is felt right across the Special Operations community. It's like a sword of Damocles over their head, where they don't know if they're going to get hauled in for further questioning. It's a bit of an unresolved truth. I personally wasn't interviewed at any time. And so I'm seeing my soldiers here feeling really, they're suffering from a deep moral injury that they haven't gone through a due process. And some of the stories of the investigations are harrowing, considering some of these soldiers gone in and out of combat continuously and had to undergo this sort of questioning with, again, an unresolved outcome in their minds.
Thank you for joining me, Paul. All credit to the team that have put this doco together, and I am again imploring my audience to watch it when it hits the War Memorial tomorrow night. Obviously there is a QR code. People can hit the QR code now and they'll find out where they can see it around the country. There's a number of other dates, of course, but thank you again. Thank you for your service and thank you for your time.